What's up everybody, and welcome back to the VectorVest YouTube channel. This is absolutely the best place on the internet to find information about the stock market, different trades that you can make, and just to stay up to date on what's going on in the market. So I'm sure you've seen videos upon videos of people telling you to dollar cost average, things are cheap right now, companies and stocks are cheap, just buy. And as it goes further down and down, don't worry about all the money you're losing because you're getting good deals. Well, think about it for a second. Does this really make sense? Do you really want to keep buying something that's going down? Every time you put money in the market, it's almost like you immediately lose it. Well, no. Nobody wants to lose money as soon as they buy. And of course, the theory behind dollar cost averaging is that eventually the market will go up. Yes, we all hope that eventually the market will go up. But if you're buying individual stocks, these are companies that we have to worry about. Will they be able to succeed? Will they be able to sustain through the time that we're going through? Yes, there's trillions of dollars in stimulus measures going around right now. The governments are trying to keep businesses afloat. But look, what we're facing is a pandemic. I'm sure you've heard about the coronavirus everywhere you turn and how it's affected markets. I mean, you can take a look at the indexes right now and how far they've come down in just a month's time. Well, look, here at VectorVest, we don't advocate dollar cost averaging and buying as markets go down just because things seem cheap. No, here at VectorVest, we time the market. What was that? You time the market? Look, I know a lot of people think that it's impossible to time the market. It's impossible to predict what's going to happen next. But guys, timing the market doesn't mean predicting the future. Timing the market is following trends and following the market trend. Look, I'm going to give you 3 dates right now. January 17th, February 14th, and February 21st. What do these dates mean? Probably nothing to you if you're not a VectorVest subscriber. But look, on January 17th, VectorVest was advocating caution because our market timing indicators were becoming overbought. Overbought, for those of you that might not know, means that things are getting expensive and they're getting toppy. On February 14th, Valentine's Day, VectorVest was advocating a bearish divergence between our market timing indicators and the price of the market. This means that our market timing indicators were either hitting lower highs while the market was hitting higher highs, or they were completely diverging and one was going up while the other one was going down. And finally, on February 21st, VectorVest indicated that you should sell stocks. Prudent investors should not buy stocks at this time. We entered a primary wave down, and of course, for those of you that don't know what that is VectorVest's quickest moving market timing signal. So on February 21st, VectorVest advocated that prudent investors no longer buy stocks at this time, and aggressive investors and traders, they can play the market to the downside. Now you might be sitting there thinking, I wish I would have had these warnings. If somebody told me to get out of the market on February 21st, how much money would you have saved? 10%, 15%, 20, 30, 40, 50% that you could have saved just by heeding the advice that VectorVest gives. Now, okay, I understand that you might not be a subscriber and there's no way you would have had access to that information. Well, guess what? Today's your lucky day because in the description below, you'll have a link to a trial. I think it might be $10 for the trial and it's going to last 30 days. Now, why are you going to want to take advantage of this? Simple. Because eventually, the market has to bottom. And although it's probably not in your best interest to dollar cost average on the way down and buy stocks on the way down, because we know that we keep losing money every time we deposit it, we have less than when we started the day. So what we want to do is we want to wait for the market bottom, and then we want to buy stocks. So look, just the same way that VectorVest called the market top, VectorVest is going to call the market bottom as well. And it might not be on the absolute bottom, but we're going to know when the market has started to bottom, and we start seeing signs of oversold territory. And then we start getting into the bullish divergence, where everything's indicating that we can maybe start stepping in. And finally, when we get that first buy signal and And VectorVest advocates that prudent investors can start stepping back into the market, and aggressive investors and traders should play the market with a bias to the upside. Then we will know that the market has bottomed and it's time to buy. Look, I bet there's not one person sitting out there right now that has investments that wouldn't pay $10 to know when it's time to get back in, to know when it's time for the market to bottom and when things are going to start going back up again. This market might continue to go down for the next year. We're not going to sit here and say that things are too oversold to continue going down, or just because investors want to get a good deal, the market will turn around. No, we have to worry about the economic implications of everything that's going on right now. We have to worry about the coronavirus. Everything out there is real, guys. The external factors hitting the market are real, and I believe that we're just getting started to see the economic implications that this coronavirus and this pandemic is going to have on countries and on markets all over the world. But look, if the market does decide to turn around in the next 30 days, your trial is going to let you know when it's ready to jump back in. If the market continues to go down and we don't get a buy signal over the next 30 days, well then great. You didn't have to worry about losing money as the market continued to go down because you weren't told to get back into the market. So it's as simple as that, guys. Everywhere you go out there, it's dollar cost average, it's buy, buy, buy. Things are cheap right now. Don't worry about losing money in the short term because in the long term, everything goes up. Here at VectorVest, we advocate buying safe stocks that are rising in price in a rising market. And guys, when you do that, you've already set yourself up to just start making money as soon as you jump into the market. So if you're sitting out there and you're wondering, has the market bottomed or is the market still going to go lower, this is the perfect opportunity to take advantage of this so that you'll at least know, and you don't have to sit there and watch these videos where people only advocate buying and buying and buying. Guys, the whole point of investing in the stock market is to buy low and sell high, not to always buy, buy, buy. If you only ever buy, you never realize a profit. So we have to know when it's time to get into a stock and when it's time to get out. And that's exactly what VectorVest does. It tells you when to buy, what to buy, and perhaps most importantly, when to sell your stocks and when to take that profit. So guys, if you have any questions at all, don't be afraid to leave them down in the comments below. If you want to know more about VectorVest, you can visit VectorVest.com, or you can click the link in the description below to know more about the trial offer we have going on right now. And look, you don't just have to activate it on a desktop computer. We've also got a mobile app that's super easy to use, and if you just want to know when it's time to get back in, it's perfect for that. So guys, I hope you liked this video. Don't forget to subscribe, share this with your friends, and please, don't buy stocks until it's time to buy. And the time is not when the market is going down. The time to buy is when the market is going